Class 3 Computer. Class 3 Computer. Today we are going to learn about keyboard. We are going to learn about keyboard. What is a keyboard and what is the work of a keyboard? As you have already learnt in your hardware and software chapter that in input device we have learnt about the keyboard, but today we will learn it more briefly about how it is working. Okay, so as you have already learnt about input devices and hardware of the computer system in your previous class. So first of all we will recap the whole thing so that we can get it, that what we have learned in the previous class, that we remember. Okay, and then we will learn about what is input device, what is a keyboard, and learn more about the work of a keyboard. How does the keyboard work? What is the function of a keyboard? A very good day to my dear students. I hope you all are good in health. Stay safe and stay in home. So let's get started with the chapter. Input devices. Input devices. In computing, an input device is a piece of equipment. In computing, an input device is an piece of equipment used to provide data and control diagonals to an information. It is used to provide data and control signals to an information. Examples of an input devices include the very first input devices that is commonly used. It is in keyboard and mouse. Okay, commonly used input devices are keyboard and mouse. Scanner, digital cameras, and joysticks and microphones. So scanner, digital cameras, joysticks and microphones are some of the input devices. So in computing, an input device is a piece of equipment used to provide data and control signals to an information. Example of input devices includes, that is, keyboard, mouse, scanner, digital cameras, joysticks and microphones. Now see, this is the image of a keyboard. This is the image of a keyboard. When we type on a keyboard, okay, when we type on a keyboard, it sends data and give instructions to a computer. When we type on a keyboard, it sends data and gives instructions to a computer. It tells the computer what to do. It tells the computer what to do, just as we use a pencil to write on a paper. The computer also needs a keyboard to tell it what to do. Okay, just like we use a pencil to write it on a paper, like that, just like that, computer also needs a keyboard to tell it what to do. You can easily type any alphabet, any number using the keyboard, and it will display it on the screen. When you are writing any alphabet, any number using keyboard, it will be displayed on the screen. So this is it. You know all this about the keyboard, as you have learned about keyboard from class 1 you are learning. So this was a little recap. Now let's get started with the chapter. Working with a keyboard. Working with a keyboard. The keyboard is an input device. The keyboard is an input device. When we type using the keyboard, it gives input to the computer. When we type using the keyboard, it gives input to the computer. The buttons on the keyboard are called keys. The buttons on the keyboards are called keys. So we shall learn about some other special keys. Okay, so the keyboard is an important input device. When we type using the keyboard, it gives input to the computer. The buttons which are present on the keyboards are called keys. We shall learn about some other special keys. They are numlock key, home key and end key, page up key, page down key, escape key, functions key. Numlock, home key and end key, page up key, page down key, escape key and function keys. So these are the keys which we are going to learn in this chapter. So we are going to learn about some important keys. So stay tuned and see. Numlock key. Numlock key. So you can see the symbol of numlock key in your keyboard. You can see it's written numlock. So we have learned that number keys are found at two places. Okay. You all know in the keyboard there are number keys on two places of the keyboard. The number keys placed on the right side of the keyboard are called numeric keypad or number pad. So the number keys which are present on the right side of the keyboard is called the numeric keypad or number pad. To type numbers using the number pad, press the numlock keys. To type numbers using the number pad, press the numlock key. The light on the top right corner will glow. The light on the top right corner will glow. We will now be able to type the numbers. So after when you are switching on the numlock key, then you are able to write the numbers with the help of number pad. Okay. The arrangement of the number keys on the number pad is like a calculator. The arrangement of the number keys on the number pad is like a calculator to enable faster typing. So what you learnt about the numlock key? Let's recap once more. So we have learned that number keys are found at two places on a keyboard. The number keys placed on the right side of a keyboard are called the numeric keypad or number pad. To type numbers using the number pad, press the numlock key. The light on the top right corner will glow. We will now be able to type the numbers. The arrangement of the numbers keys on the number pad is like a calculator which enables us to faster typing. Home key and end key. So these are the two symbols of home key. In home key it will be written HOME home, and in the end key it is written END end. So there is no difficulty to find the home keys and the end key in the keyboard because it is clearly visible on the keyboard. Okay. Now let's get started with this topic, home key and end key. The home key and end key are the other important keys which is present on the keyboard. These are the other important keys which are present on the keyboard. They are present on the right side of the keyboard. So you have to know the locations of the buttons of the keys where it is present and where it is not. So they are present on the right side of the keyboard. Okay. Now see why when working on a document, example, you are working in notepad or a word pad, pressing the home key. When you are pressing the home key, what happens? The cursor will move to the beginning of the line. Suppose you have written some paragraph and you are in the middle of the line, and while you are writing, if you want to change something in the starting, you want to add something in the starting, if you just press the home key, the cursor automatically moves from there to the beginning of the line. Okay, so home key will move the cursor to the beginning of the line. Similarly, when you are pressing the end key, okay, when you are pressing the end key, what happens while pressing the end key? The cursor will move automatically to the end of the line. So whatever you are writing, suppose you are on the top, somewhere in the top you are writing something and you have completed the paragraph, but you went up to do some changes and again you want to come down and do some changes. What happens when you are doing this thing? Again you have to bring the mouse down, again you have to write, or you have to erase it. You are thinking that you have to erase it and write it again, the whole paragraph. So nothing to worry. When there is end key, you are just going to press the end key and the cursor will automatically move to the end of the line. So what is the difference between home key and end key? Home key, while when we are pressing the home key, the cursor moves to the beginning of the line, and when we are pressing the end key, the cursor moves to the end of the line. These are the only difference between the home key and the end key. Now you got understood about it. So home key and end key. The home key and end key are the other important keys. They are present on the right side of the keyboard. When working on a document, example, notepad or a word pad, pressing the home key will move the cursor to the beginning of the line. You have to remember this line. Pressing the home key, the cursor comes to the beginning of the line. Similarly, when you are pressing the end key, the cursor will move to the end of the line. You know about the end key and home key. Now let's read about the second key. That is page up key and page down key. Page up key and page down key. Now you can see the symbols of page up key when you are seeing in the keyboard. It's written page up in one button and page down in the second button. So these are the two buttons which is used for page up. Means when we want to go up in the slide, we used page up, and when we want to go down in the slide, we use page down. Now see what's it's written. The page up or PGUP is used to scroll up the page. The page up key or PGUP is used to scroll up the page. The page down key, that is PGDN. The page down key, that is PGDN, is used to scroll down the page. So the page up key, that is PGUP, is used to scroll up the page. The page down key, that is PGDN, is used to scroll down the page. So this is the use of page up key and page down key. Escape key. Escape key. Now you can see the symbol of escape key. It's written ESC. ESC. So it's written ESC. The escape key is often shown as ESC key. Okay, the short form of escape is ESC. If any time anyone asks you what is the full form of ESC, so it's escape. ESCAPE, escape key. Now it is found at the top left corner of the keyboard. It is found at the top left corner of the keyboard. When we press this key, okay, whenever we press this key, any running program gets cancelled. Whenever we press the escape key, any running programs gets cancelled. In other words, we can say this key is used to stop or cancel any command given to the computer. In other words, we can say this key is used to stop or cancel any command given to the computer. So, the escape key is often shown as ESC key. It is found at the top left corner of the keyboard. When we press this key, any running program gets cancelled. In other words, this key is used to stop or cancel any command given to the computer. Is it clear? The last and important keys are the function keys. The last and important keys are the function keys. So this is the function keys. You can see it's from F1 to F12. The function keys are the top of the keyboard. It is present on the top of the keyboard. It is from F1 to F12. Okay, F1 to F12. These keys acts as shortcuts. These key acts as the shortcuts key. So we can also say the shortcut keys. The name of this is the function keys, or you can also represent it as the shortcut keys. Okay. So, and enables us to do several functions very quickly. We don't need to open it, then we don't need to go here, there. You have to press this key and the function is happening. So, it makes our work very easier, quicker. So, it is known as a shortcut keys. For example, F1 key. F1 key is the help key. Whenever we need any help in the computer or in any working program which is running on, we need any type of a help, we can just press F1. Okay, when we press F1 key in any program, we see the help menu for the open program. Whatever program is opening, if we press F1, the help program is opening in that case. Okay. Now there are some more common function keys and their functions are, so it is very important. You have to learn it by heart. Very, very important. So F1 opens help menu. F1 opens the help menu. F2 renames files or folder. When you want to rename any files or folder, you have to click F2. F3 is searches for files or programs. It searches for files or programs. Tech facts. The spacebar key is the most frequently pressed key on the keyboard. So you can see, and you also know that the spacebar key is the longest key in the keyboard. And the spacebar key is also the most frequently pressed key on the keyboard. We always, whenever we write anything, a small letter or a word or our name only, we need to give some space in between two words, right? So always we press spacebar key. So it is frequently used key and it is also the longest key in the keyboard. Now let's do some exercise. First you have to go through the chapter very carefully and you will do the exercise. Before that, just see this. Simply remember, the function keys can also be combined with control keys to do specific functions. Clicking Alt F4 keys together will close the program. The functions key also can be combined with the control keys to do specific functions. Clicking Alt F4, Alt means alternate key. Okay, Alt means alternate key and control shortcut is CTRL. Okay, so when we are pressing Alt F4 key together, it will close the program. Clear? So this thing you have to remember very carefully. Number A, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. The number keys placed on the right side of a keyboard are called dash. The number keys placed on the right side of a keyboard are called numeric keypad. Numeric keypad. Pressing the dash key renames files or folder. Pressing the F2 key renames files or folders. Number 3. The dash key is the most frequently pressed key on the keyboard. The spacebar key is the most frequently pressed key on the keyboard. Number 4. When we press the dash key, any running program gets cancelled. When we press the escape key, that is ESC, you have to write it in the capital letter, or you can write escape in full. Okay, escape key, any running program gets cancelled. Match the keys. Match the keys with its functions. So now you know the functions of the keys. Now you can easily match it. Okay. So you can just write the correct numbers beside the correct answers, or you can just draw the line, but drawing the line is too kiddish. So you just write down the numbers beside the correct answers. Number C, state whether the given statements are true, that is T, or false, or F. Okay, state whether the given statements are true, that is T, or false, that is F. Number 1, the home key moves the cursor to the beginning of the line. The home key moves the cursor to the beginning of the line, that is true, T. The function keys acts as shortcuts. The function keys acts as shortcuts. That is true. The number pad key can only be used when the numlock key is on. The number pad key can only be used when the numlock key is on. That is true. T. The escape key is the longest key on the keyboard. The escape key is the longest key on the keyboard. False. Okay? Choose the correct answer. Choose the correct answer. This key is present at the top left corner of the keyboard. This key is present at the top left corner of the keyboard, which is escape key. Which is escape key. This key is used to scroll down a page. This key is used to scroll down a page. That is page down. That is page down. Number 3. When we press this key, the cursor moves to the end of the line. When we press this key, the cursor moves to the end of the line. That is end key. End key. Now you are going to do the following question answers by your own. I am only giving you the answer of question number 1, that is what is a keyboard, because your answer in the book is not a perfect answer. So please note down the answer of what is a keyboard. What is a keyboard? What is a keyboard? The keyboard is an essential part. The keyboard is an essential part of the computer which is used for typing text or giving the instructions to the computer. So what is a keyboard? The keyboard is an essential part of a computer which is used for typing text or giving the instructions to the computer. Okay? Rest of the questions you are going to do by your own. Number 2. What are the number keys? Where are the number keys located on a keyboard? Where are the number keys located on a keyboard? Number 3, what is the function of a home key? What is the function of a home key? Number 4, where is the numlock key located on a keyboard? Where is the numlock key located on a keyboard? So these are the questions you're going to solve by your own. Till then, thank you.